Hi guys, Francesca here. I got a few requests for a more chill yin-like class, so that's what we're going to do today. It's not going to be like your traditional yin. We'll add a little bit of movement, add some layers, set to more contemporary music. You can check the playlist in the description below. If you want a block for class, grab a block or two. You always can use pillows, bolsters, blankets, books, anything that's going to help you bring the earth closer to you. Other than that, you should be good to go. So let's get started in child's pose. I'll do a little bit of the class with you. In a little bit, I'll be sitting up, just guiding you and giving you some cues. So we'll start in child's pose. Bring your big toes together and your knees out wide. Sit your hips on towards your heels, and then sit your hips back as you extend your fingertips forward. Rest your forehead on the mat. Begin to take deep breaths in and audible exhales out. Two more just like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Seal your lips now. Take a big breath in. Sealed lip breath out. Feel your body start to heat from the inside out just a little bit. Feel your breath vibrate through the back of your throat. As you sit here, move to the intention of breath and presence in breath. Like I said, there's a little movement in this class, but not a ton. So being able to stay present with what's going on in your body, in your mind, and in your breath is really important to be present in this practice and to really feel the practice fully. When there are sensations that are uncomfortable but not painful, are you able to stay there just a little bit longer to see what happens? Get to the point where your body says, oh, okay, I can stay a little longer. I can ease in a little more. And I'll help guide you there. Feel your breath. If your forehead is touching your mat or a block, you might want to rock your forehead from side to side. You have a marma point, a pressure point in the center of your forehead. And that pressure of rocking can just elicit some relaxation, some internal connection, some softness. Stay here a little bit longer. Are there places where you're still gritting or still holding on? Can you find stillness? One more breath in. Breath out. Inhale, pull yourself up to a tabletop just for a minute, just so you can take some pressure off of your knees. And from that space, inhale, sweep your right arm up. Exhale, twisted pigeon, or rather, twisted child's pose. Take your right arm underneath your left, send your hips toward your heels, and extend your left fingertips forward. You can keep your forehead rested on the earth, or you can bring your ear down to the earth, your right ear. The more you wiggle your fingertips towards the left edge of your space, the more you'll feel a slight tug on your outer right shoulder head, spreading your shoulder blades apart. 3 more breaths here. On your next inhale, press yourself back up. Sweep your right arm back up. Exhale back to a sort of tabletop position, and then switch sides. Inhale, sweep your left arm high. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right as you sit back into your child's pose. Extend your right fingertips towards the top of your mat. The more you wiggle your left fingertips toward the right edge of your space, the more tug you'll feel in your outer shoulder, the more stretch you'll receive in between your shoulder blades. Soften your jaw. Three more breaths here. On your next inhale, press your right hand into the earth. Inhale, sweep your left arm up. Exhale, tabletop. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists, hips on top of your knees. Inhale, cow pose. Pull your heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, cat. Press through your palms, tuck your chin to your chest. Keep going here. Inhale as you reach your chest forward, down and up. Exhale as you coil your hips underneath you. See if you can feel for moving the bones of your spine, not only together, but individually, bone by bone. Can you accentuate or over-exaggerate each breath in and out as you slow down how your spine starts to undulate? Feel free to add any extra movements or stretches. You can stretch out your wrists. You can barrel roll your belly. Take a few more breaths here. Just for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Come back to your tabletop, tuck your toes, breathe in. Exhale, hover your knees off the ground. Pull your ribs towards your hips, hips towards your ribs. Press through your hands, press through your toes for 3. Down dog in 2. And 1, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Bend your knees, wiggle your hips. Feet about hip width distance, hands about shoulder width distance. You can bend your knees as much as you need to create length in your spine. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, knee left elbow. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Pause here. Slide your right ankle towards your left wrist and slowly lower down to your right shin bone. Wiggle your left knee back. Here's a great place if you notice that this is pretty intense. Take a block, a bolster, anything you've got to prop yourself up, and take it underneath your right butt cheek. Otherwise, you can stay right here or start to lower yourself down. You can come onto your forearms. You can bring anything underneath you to bring the earth closer to you, block, bolster, blanket. Just fine. Rest here. And grit your teeth here. If you notice you're sitting mostly on your right hip, take more weight into your left hip, left leg, and again, a block can always go underneath your right glute. You can stay right here, or turn this into a twisted pigeon. Extend your right fingertips forward. Take your left arm and thread it underneath your right arm as you lower your forehead to the earth. Extend your right arm up above your head and rest it. At any point, if any of these layers become too much, you're welcome to back out of the layer and come back to a stage lighter in pressure, in stretch, and in intention. You're welcome to stay in this half-twisted pigeon, or turn it into a shoelace arm with your pigeon. Take your right arm now over to the left side of the room. So now your arms are crossed in front of your chest. Ensure that your arms are evenly crossing, enough tension at the midline. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly lower your chin down. It'll likely rest around your outer right arm. You can always bring a block underneath you, your forehead, to bring the earth a little closer to you. Continue to take heaviness towards the midline of your body. Five more breaths here. On your next breath in, press onto your palms. Sit on your outer right hip and sweep your left leg forward. Place the sole of your right foot to the inside of your right thigh. Take your chest and point your chest toward the inside of your left leg. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold forward. You may want that block, bolster, any sort of prop you have underneath your torso, your forehead, or your arms to bring the earth closer to you. And if you feel a strain in the back of your left knee, you can roll up a towel or, again, any sort of little prop it underneath your knee, and so your knee stays nice and soft. It'll take the pressure off of your knee. Relax your left leg. stay right here or slowly come up. Spin your chest over your left thigh. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold forward. You can grab hold of your left foot, or you can allow your arms to really flop on either side of your leg. And again, use any sort of prop to bring your upper body support. Stay connected to your breaths in and out. You can stay right here, or take your left arm, take it to the inside of your left leg. Inhale, sweep your right arm up and over. You can stay right here. You might be able to grab hold of your toes. The most important thing, though, is to keep your chest open. So that might mean you don't grab your toes today. You can circle out your arms. You can place your right hand behind your head for support. Really any sort of action that feels good here. I know exactly who you could be. So just hold on, we're going on. Just hold on, we're going on. It's hard to do these things alone. Just hold on, we're going. Slowly come up. Place your right hand cat corner behind your right hip. Inhale, gate pose variation. Press onto your right shin, press onto the ball end of your left foot, and sweep your left arm up and back. Again, you can add some circles here. And slowly come back to a seat. We'll come out of the posture the same way we came in. Sit on your outer right hip. Sweep your left leg back. Press into your hands and find your downward facing dog. Take a few wiggles.